control of darkness, then redness, then whiteness.
Hey audience, a lot of you guys have been asking me if I would answer questions, and I realized that if I answered that question, then that would be answering a question, so the answer had to be yes. If I answered your question by saying no, I wasn't going to answer your question, that would be answering the question, which, I mean, it would be a hypocrite, I'd be labeled as a liar. Anyway, so I asked you guys to ask me some questions just now, and I'm just going to answer one of them, but I'm not going to answer the question about whether or not I'm going to ask a question, because that'd be a waste of the first question. You know what I mean?
Sarah says, what did you want to be when you grow up?
Thanks for your question, Sarah. It's really important when you're young to think about what you want to be when you're older, and your teachers will have you do that exercise where you'll like write out what you want to be, but you have to do it so you can kind of picture yourself in these different careers and see which ones you really freaking like doing. Like think about you like having accomplished this dream and imagine that that's who you are, so you kind of just visualize what your life is like. You're like, oh, I really want to be an accountant, and then like if you picture yourself like, you know, working and like working with numbers and like handling stuff like that, and you're like, oh, this is so fun, and you're like, then you should go and be an accountant. But everything I just said has nothing to do with answering the question. What you asked was what I wanted to be when I was young. I've never really told anybody. When I was a kid, I always wanted to have, you know, Mega Man arms that I could shoot plasma out of, and I wish that I could move stuff with my mind also, and then fly up like above the clouds and like look around for enemies. And like, you know, sometimes like the government would be like, Toby, we want to do like under the table deal stuff. I'm like, I don't know, government, that sounds a little corrupt. And they're like, but we'll give you money. And I'm like, okay, fine. So then I would kind of fly around the clouds, you know, destroying enemies. We all knew it was like, you know, the government was telling me to do stuff. There's like enemies to the government, which means they just want oil. It's not my business. So I signed a contract, you know, I was like, take the money and just I'm out of plasma! Cover me! Oh, yeah. Sorry, buddy. Rogue One, I am on my last plasma bracelet / communicator. What the hell did you send me into? This was a suicide mission. What the? Rogue One, this is Toby only. Do you copy?
Go ahead, Toby only.
Yeah, I got one floaty gun here. There's nothing else. Where'd you get your intel?
That's classified, Toby only.
You have got to be kidding me! Hopefully that answers your question. Bless your face. If you sneeze during this video, bless you. Peace off. Subscribe, outro of darkness, then redness, then whiteness, then